Hello and welcome back. I'm B-Ball Joe and this is a tutorial for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Today, everything about helicopters. Welcome. So, quick guide to helicopters. They are under airplanes. Heliports are right here. You have a heliport, a triple heliport, which is the same as a heliport. You have the passenger heliport platform, only thing that lets helicopters pick up passengers. Heliport cargo platform, this is where all your cargo needs to be sent to, besides asphalt and concrete. Heliport cargo platform times 3, same thing as a single one, and then helicopter construction office. First, how to buy a helicopter. Build a heliport and you can buy a helicopter. Pretty simple. At this point, it becomes a normal vehicle that can go many places. You could send it from USSR border to the NATO border or vice versa, or you can assign it to any passenger heliport stations that you have available. You can also turn it from a passenger vehicle into a cargo vehicle by clicking this button up here. Once you do this, you can now send it to cargo routes. And same thing, you can just send it to the border and tell it to load anything like a truck. That's the first one. Second one, buildings. There are 3 buildings that you should care about. There's a fire station, there's a hospital, there is the construction office for helicopters, and that's really it. All of these have something new and special that you should care about. You can add heliports to them. Single or triple, doesn't matter, you pick. They have these little green dots around them. All that means is once you get close enough, the building will highlight in green, and you can now add helicopters to these places. The helicopter construction office already has 2 spaces by default, but you can expand that. However, everything is limited by the max mechanisms a building can have. So ambulance can only have these, fire trucks can only have 4. At some point, you will want to construct things, and a helicopter construction office is great because it has an unlimited range, especially for manually assigning things. However, you have to know a few things before you can do that. First, you will only be able to buy helicopters. You cannot buy anything else, as it says here in the error message, because you have nothing that can transport anything, because all vehicles that are stored in the helicopter construction office need to be moved by a helicopter. So if you want to use a helicopter and vehicles, you need a helicopter that can carry vehicles. Right now I'm having this one, the Mi-10. Acts like a flatbed truck, but also any other truck, because helicopters replace buses and trucks in construction office. Once you have this, refresh your buying, and you can now buy other mechanisms as well that fit within the capacity of the helicopter. You have those set up. Now you need to set the resources up. They are very similar to a regular construction office, but you need special equipment and special places for that. It's pretty simple, really. Get a heliport. This one allows you factory connections and conveyor connections. Very important. You need a passenger heliport station. You will also need your regular concrete and asphalt plant. These are the other 2 buildings you will care about. Okay, all the resources are here that we could ever assign, and you can just tell your construction office to go right here to pick up anything, and they will. And they will figure out by themselves what they can get there once it's available. So, yay on that one. If you want passengers or workers, you need to assign a heli platform, and obviously this has to be in walking range, or someone has to be able to get here. However you do that is up to you. And then you want to assign asphalt and concrete. They will highlight red because you don't have a connection for helicopters. You get a connection for helicopters, like with the hospital and all the other 3 buildings over here. Get a heliport close enough that it highlights green. Now you have a connection for a helicopter, and you can actually assign these. All your rest is normal construction business, nothing fancy. Last thing, fire stations. They may cause you trouble. One, you can buy helicopters here, but when you buy helicopters, make sure you look at the fire bucket water capacity. The bigger, the better, because the small helicopters will not be able to fight a fire. They just don't have enough resources available to fight that fire. You can have multiple helicopters go out to fight a fire, but that's also more expensive. So get the biggest bucket you can get. Yay. Once you have that, You will see there are no firefighters required for helicopters at this point. That is true. They will fight fires without workers, so you can place a fire station anywhere you want. This may just be true for vanilla, though. But you will have another problem. Helicopter does not have any water source in range. That means there's nothing within 2,500 meters for the fire station to get water from and fight fire. Yes, there's a range limiting the hospitals and fire stations. To get water, either build your fire station close to the water or make your own water source. Just manipulate the terrain until you hit water, and once you hit water, that's not everything you need. You need the crater big enough for a helicopter to land in, and you will see once it's big enough, once the helicopter don't need any water source goes away. You will have to refresh your firefighters, otherwise they won't show you, but once you're close enough, you will get this little blue dot. And the blue dots are anywhere where there is a water source available. Once you have that, this fire station is operational, and it will highlight all buildings that are in range. There is a limited range, it's a little less than 3 kilometers, so keep that in mind. That's everything you need to know about helicopters. Helicopters are great. You can build them in your normal airplane factories. Hope I helped anyone. If I did, I hope this was helpful to someone. If it was, please like the video and you know the rest of the stuff. So I'll see you again next time. Bye.